how's it going? I'm SungBeats from the United States, specifically in New York City.
So what first got you into beatboxing and what has made you carry on?
Saw a video of beatbox effects in Tampa, Florida in 2000, I believe like 3, a long time ago. And I was hooked ever since, been practicing since that day nonstop, and it's a passion of mine that I've turned into a career, so I'm proud of that.
What made you want to start competing at a professional level, and what makes you want to compete specifically at GBB?
Definitely like at the professional level and GBB, there's just so much opportunity for exposure, and it's just a lot of beatboxers nowadays are using GBB as a platform to just get their name out to the rest of the world, so, and to grow their social media presence. That's like a big one as well.
How have you prepared specifically for this competition this year, and for how long?
I would say there's no specific like time amount that I've been practicing for the competition. I'd say that goes back to 2003, since the day I started beatboxing. Like, it's all been a culmination of practicing over the years to get to this moment.
As a beatbox performer, what do you normally do to impress a crowd when you perform, and do you think this changes for when you're performing at GBB?
For sure, beatboxing for regular, like lay people is definitely different. You just gotta sort of be a little bit less technical, more musical, just tone things down a little bit, explain like what you're doing, especially with looping. And at the GBB stage and around other beatboxers, definitely more technical, technique is a big one. More technical and less, like, I guess, it's not as important to like work the crowd as much with regular people, for beatboxers, than it is for regular people.
When you're practicing by yourself, how do you try to enjoy yourself, and how do you come up with new routines, especially for GBB?
Yeah, I don't try to like force myself. There are some people that just like force themselves. They just sit down and like, they have like 7 hours. Okay, I'm gonna hash out a routine in this amount of time. For me, I don't put that kind of pressure on me. I just let it flow. Like, I could be in the shower, I could be eating, and then an idea comes up in my mind. Then I'll seize that moment, I'll record that idea and just work then. But like, I just let it happen naturally, to be honest.
Yeah, inspiration could just come from anywhere,
seriously.
anytime.
Especially for some reason when I'm like at night before I go to bed, like those are the best times. Like, some ideas come out at that time for some reason, always at night in the evening.
Yeah. What would be your #1 tip for all beatboxers out there when it comes to putting on a good show?
My #1 tip for all beatboxers for putting on a good show in general is to focus on having fun on stage, and just letting that energy flow and creating a nice vibe for the crowd, and get the crowd moving as much as possible, get them to dance.
Yeah, man. And besides the GBB stage and in front of beatboxers, where else would you like to perform, or where are you performing already, and what is your all-time dream crowd or stage to perform in front of? Is it like a big festival, or teaching, or workshops, or?
Yeah, nowadays I perform kind of in different venues. It's just all over the place. I do bars and clubs. I do like even weddings and colleges and corporate gigs. But I'd like to venture out and maybe like get into more festivals, especially with looping and how that's evolving a lot. I think it really has a place in, like, for example, if I could get to perform at Coachella in America, that would be a huge thing. I mean, Beardy Man was one of the people that played there, so
yeah,
he set the bar high.
So where do you see beatboxing evolving in the next couple of years?
I mean, it's evolved so much already in the past 10 years. In the next 10, I assume it's going to be like a mind-blowing level, and hopefully it'll have more mainstream exposure. It's still like, it's growing a lot, it's still somewhat underground, but I like to see it in the mainstream. Like, I like to see it in more commercials, like on TV. And I'd love to see like producers work with beatboxers and like have hit records, like #1 records on the Billboard charts. That would be sick to see.
I know, right? Because it just seems like Timbaland's the only one that's done it.
I was just thinking about Timbaland and Justin Timberlake. Like, yeah, those
like,
two.
He's the only one that's been able to branch through that mainstream success, but no one really still knows it's him doing the beatboxing.
Exactly, yeah.
Quick rapid fire questions. Who's your favorite solo beatboxer right now?
I know it's rapid fire, but like, I'm having like 3 or 4. Gene comes up to mind. Gene. I say Gene's.
And favorite solo looper?
Sorrow.
And who would you most like to battle at GBB this year?
Dice.
Who would you most not like to battle this year at GBB?
Frosty.
Cool, man. Okay, last little bit. Tell us where people should follow you, or where they can find more information about you.
Yeah, they can follow me across all the social platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's at SungBeats. That's my name. SungBeats at SungBeats.
Nice one, man. Well, thank you for joining us for the interview, and good luck at GBB.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yo, what is going on, guys? This is SungBeats. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Feel free to check me out on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. That's at SungBeats, SungBeats. Peace, guys.
Good to see you again.